Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back, and we're going to be working today in our ballet journal, mainly using the Tracy Fox kit, Dancing on Lace, but also with lots of extra bits thrown in, some Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah William Morris, some Shabby Dabby Doo-Dah lace, and another ballet kit by Natty and Moon. So a whole variety of things being used in this journal, which is lovely, because I do like to mix things in. Sometimes one kit's just not enough. You have to mix them all in. So I just thought I'd show you. I did finish the this page from last time. We'd got so far. We'd got everything in place. I just needed to glue it all down, and all I did to finish it off, I added one of the tags from the Tracy Fox kit, which has been backed with some of the pretty blue paper that came with it as well. So that's popped in there, and I just think so that it enhances the blue and pink combo. And then I've got one of these lovely butterflies from Temu that I got from Temu. Normally I take these big pearls out, but I thought, well, because it's a ring band journal and you don't have to worry about that too much, I didn't. I left it in. And then I stamped, and then we've got the three spots of blue really on this. I stamped Ballet with the teal zeal. I think it's that one, which is the Memento ink pad, just on the little mini belly band down here. And I just think that ties it all together nicely. And of course I glued on those William Morris papers in the background, so I've got the blue and the pink. So I just think that all those colours are mixing together nicely. I have to say, I didn't glue on my belly band very straight. I can see it's at a slight angle, so I have spotted that, but it was a bit too late by the time I realised. And there is a hole reinforcer here, but I glued my paper over the top of it. I'd already put them on both holes, and then I glued my paper over the top, so it is there, but I'm not going to put another one on, otherwise it gets a bit ridiculous. So yeah, so this one is now finished. This was the other side. So again, a bit of a blue and pink theme going on this side as well. So I'm really pleased with that, how that's turned out. And then that's another one done to put aside. And I've picked this one out to use. It's very plain. It's a bit, I think it's a Kaisercraft paper. So it's very white with just a touch of sort of lacy pattern on the front there, but that's it. But on the back it's got this really pretty design, so we could use a bit of that as part of the page, but I'm going to start with this side because I have a plan. Oh, the sun's just come out. I better just pull my blind down a bit. That's better. So I have a plan for this. I hope it's going to work. I think it will, but it might just take a bit of time to put together. I really was trying to figure out how I could use these beautiful ballerinas in the Dancing on Lace kit by Tracy Fox. I just think this one in particular is absolutely gorgeous, but of course she's huge. She's almost too big for a page, and I thought, well, if I put her just on a page as a background, she's just going to get covered up. So I've got to find a way that she won't disappear. So what I thought I'd do is do something that we could flip out, and she'd still be there in the background. And isn't she beautiful? So I had to think about what I could do that I haven't done for a while, and I'm going to do a version. I'll show you of this little thing here that I've made a couple of times on different journals, but I haven't done it for a long while. And this is an envelope flip-out thing that I originally saw Gail Agostinelli making. And I just did this one, I think, at one time using some paper, some scrapbook paper. And this one's really for a child's journal, not that I'm ever going to likely use it, but I don't know, might be able to, but it's very pink. And it's 3 envelopes that just flip out. They're all joined together, and then you have a little journal card in each one. And I really like these. I think it's quite compact and a nice little thing to have in a journal. Normally you put them in this way and it drops down. But I think for this one, I'm going to do it going out, so pulling out to the right. And originally I thought I'd use these, and I did get them all glued together, ready to use. I've got the 3 there, but it wasn't quite big enough. Oh, I'll put a postcard in there. Oh, I'll leave that there so to remind myself. So the idea is the flap goes underneath, and then it all folds in and covers her. But that, I just think that didn't work because it just doesn't cover her enough. So I had another look in my box, and I found these. I think I bought those fairly recently, and I thought this would work better. So we're just going to put the flap under there. I will trim it down, of course, to fit. Just wanted to see how this would look. And I think if I did it there, she's covered up nicely, and then it folds out, and there she is hiding behind. So that's the idea for this one. So I'm going to start off by working on my envelopes, and then we'll come back and construct the page. So it's really quite a simple construction, really. Just join the 3 envelopes together. So, and I think, I'm just wondering whether I need to keep the whole flap. I might cut the first 2 flaps down, but keep the big one for putting on the page to make sure it's stable. So I'm just going to trim off the flaps a bit. And this one. And then I'm going to glue them together. Let's use a bit of this. And then we've just got to decorate them. I mean, it's quite a simple thing, but it is quite effective, I do think. And with using the craft envelopes, it means you can have bits poking out and it still looks okay. You don't have to have the papers covering every inch. You can have a little bit showing. That's quite nice as well. Just make sure. So, yep, that's all going to fold nicely. And we'll do the next one. Right, so then that will fold in there, and then it'll fold there. That's the idea. So what we need to do, I think I'm going to use we'll decorate the outside first, I think. And I want each envelope to have a slightly different look, but coordinated. So I've decided to use my the lace kit. This is muted lace in the pinks from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I've picked 3 out that are just coordinate nicely. Obviously they're all in different shades of pink, but they're also different laces. So I thought that would be quite nice. And the one I want to be on there last. So let's see how it's going to go. So it's going to fold in like that. I like that, and like that. So the one I want to go next to her, I think this is the one I think looks rather nice next to her. So I'm going to use that one for this one, for the last one. I've got to get them in the right order. So I'm going to number that 1, 2, 3. And they're the order that you'll see them as you unravel it. And then we'll put a little extra embellishment on as well. But I'm just going to keep it simple to start with and see where we go. And I'm sure I'll add lace and things further down the line. Let's mark that there. Just going to have a little tiny edge. Right, let's see how that looks. See the edge, there it is. Sure, marked it in the right place. Yep, that looks about right. So that one is going to go on there. And then number 2, which one should we do next? So this one's got 2 different colours, hasn't it? At different ends. I quite like that colour, I think. Put that one next. And I might as well just make it the same size as this one, mightn't I? That would make sense. Yep. Right, so that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. Right, so I'm just going to, let's get her out of the way for a minute. Don't want getting glue on her, do we? Alright, I'm just going to, I will just give them a little ink cut round, I think, and I'll glue them on. And then we'll carry on. Right, all glued on. Had a bit of trouble getting the this one on. I do it several times because it just wouldn't go where I want it. But I think we're there. So now we just need to do the other side. And I think I'm going to try and use some of the this Natty and Moon Kicks. It's got lots of these bits of music on here. I thought maybe I could do some music-y bits. I don't know quite whether I've got the right things. She's beautiful, isn't she? Might not use her. I think there's enough here of just music that I can use, I think. Some of these I've printed several times. Got a bit carried away, I think. That's the same one twice. Used that one already. That's a bit more. Yeah. Okay, I think we've got enough pieces to do that. And then we'll look at how we're going to decorate. Okay, so whether these are wide enough. So that one isn't, that's a scrap, so that's no good. And that one's not long enough. Right, let's see, what have we got here? So I've got that, and we've got that one, and we've got this one twice. So maybe I'll do one of those each end, and the other one in the middle. So it's meant to have a ragged edge, so I think we better embrace that. So yes, it should be wide enough. Again, I printed these double-sided, thinking it was going to go into a normal journal, but never mind. And so, not terribly straight there, but it doesn't really matter too much. Or does it? I might just tear it off down here and just try and straighten the other side up a bit. I have to do something with, well, I've got multiple copies of this lady. Let's do it across the top. Right, so this is going to be a little bit big. I'm not going to cover, I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second when I've got this at the right width. See if I can do it straight. I mean, I could do it on the other side, but I really want to keep it in theme, I think. With the music goes really well with the ballet journal. Right, and the top's not straight either. Get there. I'll probably do the other two pieces off camera just so we can move things along. I'm so rubbish at tearing things straight. These really need to be. Right, and you need to tear it off down here. Oh, that looks reasonably straight. There's a surprise. Right, so what I now need to do is I need to cut it to shape. So my usual way of doing that is to pop the paper in the envelope. Hopefully it'll fit. Might have to take a little bit more off just to make sure it can go in. Should do. Yep. I think it's just because it's got the jaggedy edge, it's not going in. So it goes in like that. There we go, I think we're there. And then I shall draw around the pocket shape. Like that. And then we'll cut round it. Not those ones. Get the right scissors for the job. And then we'll just and then that should fit on there nicely. So I'm just going to, I'll ink round this one and then we'll do the same for the other two. One. Right, so we have our 3 pieces of music paper cut out. Had to go and rescue this one from the floor where it had blown, or flown, whatever you want to say. So I'm just going to glue those on, and then I'm going to have a think about whether we put something inside the pockets, because as they're craft colour, it doesn't feel quite so important perhaps than if they were white, but they might look quite nice. I don't know, I'm not quite sure at the moment. I might try it and see. I'm just going to glue each of these. I'm going to use my art glitter glue for this rather than the glue stick. Not sure why, but I just feel it needs to be. Don't know why. Sticking out a little bit, not sure why. I have to trim that off a little bit at the side there. That's still going okay. Right, and the next one. Yeah, that one seems to have fitted better. And this one, not quite so well. I don't know. It's obviously the way I'm doing it. The way I'm gluing it, probably. Never mind. They can all be trimmed. Just trim this bit off a bit. It's not quite right. Okay, so that's going to be in the book. It will fold in like that, and like that. Hopefully that'll still work. Yeah. Right. So I was wondering whether to use these pieces and glue them in, but I don't think I will. I think I like it the way it is. So what I need to do, I think next we probably should do a little decoration on the outside. Because then we've got to do the journal cards to go inside, and I've got these little index cards. They're quite thin and flimsy, but by the time we've covered them, they'll be fine. So let's find something to put on these. I've still got lots of lovely images from the Dancing on Lace kit. Let's pull some of these out and see if any of them, they really need to coordinate with each other, don't they? A bit. So I think the first thing, no, I don't really need the tags. Let's put the tags back in the bag for now. Got any tags? Any other ones? I've got little journal cards, so I'm not sure whether we'll use those. We've got all the little tiny tags, bigger tags. Right, so just wondering if we've got three. We need three that kind of go together, don't we? No, we need them vertical as well. So I wondered about these ones. Let's have a look. These are similar in style. Let's see if I'll just bring back my. This is the picture. So which one would look best with her? That's catching a little, but that's fine. And that'll go around like that. So we could put that one on there. I rather like her. Are there any more of those? I don't think there are. I've got this sort of thing. I just feel they don't show as well against the pink. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, she's lovely. Is that all of them? Yeah, she could be that one, couldn't she? So we'll have that one on there. We'll have this one on here. And we'll have one of these two. I think this one. Yeah, that one on there. So just got to cut this one out. she's on there. Oh, she needs cutting out as well. All of these are from the Tracy Fox Dancing on Lace. I think it's called the Compendium. There's some beautiful images in this. I particularly love these ones. Right. I think, oh, let's get back on my chair properly. I think the first thing I want to do is just round those little corners to soften them. I suppose another option would have been to put these on, but I think I'll save them for something else. Right, I would like to add something behind them. I don't know quite what at the moment. I've got this, which I think might be so fine it won't show. It's like a little bit of netting, very pale pink netting. I'm going to cut it away from the border, which could be used for something else, I'm sure. That go behind there. And it does look quite pretty. It's very delicate. Don't even know if you can see it there. What else do I have in here? I'm sure there's an awful lot of pink. Quite a lot of lilac and purple and green and blue. Not a great deal of pink. What's this one? Oh, that's pink. I don't really want to cover that bit up though, do I? Not sure. We're going to put on these. It's white. Not sure about that. May have to go for, oh, well, there's that. That's pink. That might be good enough for there. I've pulled out a few other bits that may work, not sure. This is a very pale pink lace. That might go nicely there. That one will go nice there. Use that one on there, I think. It's just to give it a little extra something. Not sure about this piece. Nope, that's not right. I've got this. Cut that down, of course. Yeah. Right. So I think those would be quite nice on there. I felt there needed to be a bit of lace behind this one as well, because we've got this lovely scallopy bit on both of these. So this one needed a little bit of it as well. Whether that should go on top. No, I don't think it should. Right. I'm half wondering whether this would look better on here than what I've got. I might just try that because I quite like that as well. It's just that I need a bit... I was just thinking it needed a bit more pink, but I'm not sure. I'll cut it and see. It's a bit... because there's a lot of pink on these two, and it's a bit paler, this one, which is why I wanted to use a pink background, unless I do it like that. Oh, that's quite pretty, as it's going to be the top one. I'll just take that little piece off. So we do see the background somewhat. And then, but we've still got some pink. Yes, I think that's what I'd like to do. So I'll glue these on and then we'll be back, and that will probably be all I'm going to have time to do today. So I'll be back in a mo and show you how it looks. Right, so they're all glued on. I will have to stop here just because I think with all the glue oozing through, these will need to dry before I can do any more work on them. I may well add some little words on here or something. I might want to add a little bit more of something. I almost certainly will. But I've got to be careful how much I add, because once they're folded up it will get a bit too bulky if I go too mad. So I just thought I'd quickly show you how it hopefully will turn out. So we'll have the we'll have, no, yes we will. We'll have that flap, have it about there, and she will go on about there. That's it, and I'll cut her down in between, so we've got the right size. But she won't lose much, just a bit of dress and maybe a couple of fingers when I cut her down. And then this will fold in, and fold in, hopefully like that. And then when it opens up, there's the beautiful ballerina behind. So it's a very, very ballerina orientated piece, this, and I think it's going to look lovely. I may decide, well actually it'll be easier to work on the other side because I can just open this out and it'll be fine. But I think that's going to look rather good, hopefully. So I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, we'll finish this off in the next video. It's one of those things, it just takes a little bit of time to get it all put together and decorated, and we're going to have to make some little journal cards to go inside. I don't know whether I'll do anything else on this page. I probably will do a bit of decoration on the background, but it won't need a lot because I'm going to have this covering the whole page, so maybe I won't need to do anything much. Maybe a little bit in the corner, not sure. So that's my video for today. I will leave this open actually so that it doesn't, so that any glue bits don't stick to each other and we end up not being able to open our envelopes. And I'll see you again soon, I hope. Bye for now.